Now, I know there's a great and powerful debate about abortion in our country, but I don't think there's any debate at all. If you go in and you want an abortion and the baby is viable, the abortion debate really stops. Really stops. There's not a lot of people that are like, there's very, very, very small, sick, overeducated people like Peter Singer who say, well, yeah, you can give birth to the baby and kill them. Of course. They don't know they're human. Kill them. But those are just very few. They're, generally in the White House and in the upper echelon of education, in the ethics department usually. The average person says no.
Stops at birth.
Well, we've got another abortion doctor, this time in Houston, Texas. Name being withheld at this point because the investigation is ongoing. But The Blaze has some video that came from, who was it? Do you know? Stu, can you look up the story, find out what is the organization that did this? But this organization, they went in and they have some undercover footage, and then they actually went and talked to nurses that were working there and did an interview. And I want you to know this is disturbing stuff. Just a quick warning beforehand. This is not the most disturbing stuff that's on the video, but it's rather disturbing. These are nurses that attended this physician who is currently doing abortions today in Houston, and these are the abortions that they just finished doing. Listen to this.
Most of the time, we would see him where the fetus would come completely out, and of course the fetus would still be alive because it was still moving, and you could see, the stomach breathing, and that's when he would do his, he would snip the spine, as they're saying, that this doctor did, and of course the soft spot was one of the spots that he would take one of the forceps, or the, what is it called, the dilators, and stick it down the soft spot of the fetus's head.
You saw this happen?
Oh, yes. I think every morning I saw on several occasions. If we had 20-something patients, of course, maybe 10 or 12 or 13 or 15 patients would be large procedures, and out of those large procedures, I'm pretty sure I was seeing at least 3 to 4 fetus that were completely delivered in some way or another, because sometimes laminaria causes the cervix to get so soft that you don't need a lot of pulling or anything on it. Once you take that package out, 9 times out of 10, that fetus is ready kind of just to flow from inside of the uterus out into,
When you say package, you mean the laminaria?
The laminaria package insertion, yes, sir. As soon as that, or sometimes he would go ahead and bust the water sac, and there you go. You practically had a fetus, in the pan. So.
And you would see the baby alive.
Notice they say fetus.
Yes, sir.
And him kill that baby outside the womb.
Yes, sir.
And this would be done by jamming some sort of instrument into the
either that or
soft spot,
or twisting the head off the neck, kind of with his own.
Stop.
Bare
I think
hands.
we get it. Now, here's what this is so disturbing. Here are 3 women that were going through this. They were there. They helped. And they're saying, we didn't know until the Gosnell trial. We didn't know that this stuff was even illegal. We thought this was legal.
A live baby, and you twisted the head off? You don't know that's illegal? Come on now.
It's just the mental gymnastics. These people have convinced themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the terminology they used throughout
kept calling
fetus.
The baby a fetus.
But what's really interesting? If you watch this, these 3 women are sitting there, and they're saying these things rather coldly, which is disturbing. And then they say, they keep calling it fetus, so it's real, because that's the block that they've put up. Mm-hmm. They call it fetus. But when the guy says, so you saw the baby? Yes. They didn't correct him. They know. But they've put this mental block up that it's fetus. And then she goes on to say, and it was really disturbing. What really would make me angry is these women would come in and they would look to me and say, did the baby feel anything? First time they used the word baby. Did the baby feel anything? And you wanted to say to them, yes, of course. She said, I really had a hard time. Why do you care if the baby felt anything? You were coming in to, quote, kill your baby.